What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the journey. Today is actually Saturday, October 21st, as I'm recording this video, but this is the footage from Friday, October 20th. Yeah, sorry for the delayed response. Forgot I posted videos yesterday and make this video today. So, yeah, but this is the ES chart 2000 tick interval, and this is what NinjaTrader looked like when I opened it up. That's what the charts looked like when I opened them up on Friday. You can see overall we have gone down this week with some days, some trading range days, some downtrend days, mixed trading, and today was kind of no different, or not today, but Friday was kind of no different. Typically, Fridays are sell-off days, and we did kind of get a little bit of a sell-off, at least for the morning time period. When I was trading, it did kind of go down from where it was, but yeah, Friday was very interesting. Actually, I took a lot of trades, and we'll go over them today. Usually, don't take that many trades, but it ended up, the market kind of blessed me after these rough past weeks. Kind of blessed me, and we'll go through them. Building my confidence back up. But yeah, took a lot of trades on Friday, and we'll go through these trades here. The first trade I took, it's kind of interesting because I was kind of scared to use a lot of contracts, but I didn't realize it's the valuation account. I can afford to risk more contracts to make the valuation quicker. So I was like, you know what? I eventually did risk more contracts, but early on I kind of just sheeshed it with one contract. But my first trade's coming up here. Yeah, so this first trade here, I took a second entry short. I just risked one contract and was like, okay, because we got first entry down there and second entry. I mean, it was technically still in an uptrend, but I figured this might be a good spot to enter because we did get entered into some congestion here, and we have kind of what looks like to me like a failed breakout. So I was like, you know what, screw it, let's go one contract, see how it is. If not, hey, whatever, just a contract. It's minus 100, not too bad, but it's whatever. But actually ended up working out just enough to fill my 6 ticks, and then after it hit my 6 ticks, it went back up, and it would have stumped me out if it didn't hit my 6 ticks. But it hit it, got it, and we're like, all right. I'm like, all right, cool, good. First trade, gained some confidence. We're good to go. My second trade coming up, I decided to risk more contracts, and I forgot exactly why I took this next trade coming up here, but you can see how the market is acting. I mean, it opened pretty interestingly. You can see it was kind of like a trading range structure, and then we kind of have this somewhat of an uptrend action going on, but more like I'm more biased towards the selling side. But we started going back down, and you can see it started to trade down heavily here. Now I paused my trades for a second, trying to analyze where the hell it was going. It was very hard to figure out what was exactly going on here, but so my second trade, I actually lost this next trade coming up here, but so this next trade here, I thought it was going to be a second entry short failure because it looked like we were going up towards the upside more. I had this time had a more bullish bias. The signal bar was pretty trash too, I think, for a second entry short, so I figured we would be going up instead of selling down, and that just wasn't the case. I didn't know what I read wrong here. Maybe I just should have waited because the structure was still kind of confusing, but I decided to take it anyway. Risked 5 contracts this time, and I lost. I lost it, and it just didn't work out. So I took a little break there for a second, and I just kind of let it let me calm down a little bit, and then I trade here. You can see the reason why I took this, because we had 3 points of contact. I took it as a triple test. and I liked where it was going. Filled me pretty quickly, and I did manage to get a decent sized runner, I think, on this one. Yeah, a decent sized runner. I closed out because I didn't want to risk it going back down any further. But I like the trade. You can see there's a one. I drew the line. You'll see. I think you'll see the line here if I drew it. But kind of where the range, the trading range I put there. Yeah, one test, two test, and that's a third dip down, and we got some immediate rejection right off that line. So I figured it was a good trade. I risked, I think, 10 contracts on that one because I kind of said F it at this point. But glad I did because it worked out. I think this is actually a decent triple test. I haven't watched the Thomas Wade video or Pat's video. Don't know, but I thought this was a good point to enter because we did get 3 points contact right there, and we did get some rejection. But then it did eventually start going back down, and now I was looking at it and I'm kind of thinking, okay, maybe now it's more of going towards the downside ish, and that's kind of what I went with. Coming up here too, I took my fourth trade, right? My fourth trade of the day coming up here. So this next trade I took, I thought this was a really good trade. We had this downtrend channel going down. We have a break in the channel. We have a first entry, second entry, and we need the new extreme. So I full on sent this one. I really like this one. 10 contracts on it. You can see kind of struggling. We needed to make that new extreme because we had that break in that mini channel that I said, and then we had the first entry, second entry. So I figured this was a good trade to enter. Filled my contracts, and then I dropped my runner down a little bit, and this ended up being a decent sized runner, and I closed out, and I got a 1.5 points, 0.50 I think, 0.25, and read the benefits of that trade. Really good one right there. I think that was textbook, but I'm gonna go review it, see what Thomas Wade says, and Pat, if that was a good move or not. Again, like I said, and like I mentioned in all my videos, I'm not professional. I'm learning. I've been trading for almost a year now. A year and some change. But you know, it's a work in progress. It's always learning, always adapting, and I'm still figuring it out as I go along here. But to me, that was a good trade, an easy setup. It was off the EMA, off a good key entry point, and I just had to take that one. But yeah, you can see now the structure. It looks you're still kind of in this range, but now we can see the new swings are going down. Overall, we've been trending down, and then also the factor that this is it is a Friday, and typically we do see sell-offs on Fridays. Is why I'm thinking now more bearish, if anything. And you can see now we're just reaching towards the bottom, and I really don't like taking trades towards the bottom like this. But when a setup comes, and when I think I see a setup, I'll take it. And now for me, I was just trying to find a decent channel now, because you can see it's definitely trending toward the downside, and we're getting some mad rejection off the EMA overall. So there has to be some sort of trend going down. My next trade coming up here, I think it was another second entry short. I had to drop a limit order because it kind of passed by, but it re-entered me and ended up being another nice trade. But you can see now we have looks like a clean little channel going down for this downtrend, and my next trade is coming up here. I think we had, kind of like the previous trade, we had a break in the channel, and then second entry short off the key entry point, and yeah, we'll see right here as I slow the video down. Yeah, so we got the break right here on the channel, and we have a second entry short. I entered a little bit late, so I dropped the limit order kind of closer to minimize the risk. It started going back up, got kind of sketched out, but then it needed to make the new a new extreme, and so that's what I was banking on. Filled my initial 10 contracts pretty quickly, and then this runner ended up being fat because, like I said, we did need to go down and make a new extreme, and I ended up getting a 2.75 runner on this one, and I'll take that. But literally, as it hit the bottom, I think it went back up and probably would have maybe stumped me out, maybe my stomach runner out. But I was like, you know what, I'm good. I'll take a 2.75 runner for that one. Really good trade. Another one, clean second entry off the EMA. Good setup, I think, and yeah, it was. After that loss, I just kind of snapped it into gear and was like, you know what? Why am I being scared? I'm being a little bitch. But after that trade, I just kind of switched it over to the sim trade because I felt good with what I made today. Didn't want to risk any more things. There was a lower high directly after that second entry short, confirming the second entry short, and so I entered it on the sim. The sim trade entered pretty late though, but I entered it on the sim, and this trade actually worked out too. Pretty nicely, and so yeah, all around it was a good end of the day, and that's kind of where I signed off at, and it ended the day up a lot, let's just say. But yeah, good day. Hopefully we're gonna roll this over into next week, have a nice little break, study up. But yeah, hope everybody that did trade today had a good trading day. If not, hey, there's always the next day and always Monday. But I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I mean, my most recent video here to my left and my subscribe button to my right. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And like I said, I always enjoy seeing the comments, seeing what trades people made. So please drop them in the comments. I do enjoy responding. But other than that, hope everybody has a great day. And I'll see everybody in the next video on Monday, the 23rd. All right. Peace.